Well, the FBI is urging the U.S. military members to get rid of certain things, if not everything, on their social media accounts.
The Bureau is worried certain materials on things like Twitter or Facebook could make military members a target for ISIS. Today, ABC 17's Ashley Strohmeyer spoke to a terrorism expert here in mid-Missouri. And Ashley, he says these types of scenarios are terror tactics against the U.S.
They are. Paul Wallace, a terrorist expert at the University of Missouri, says terrorists are becoming more and more sophisticated with social media. Back in October, the FBI released similar warnings about social media, but Wallace says there is no real way of stopping these terrorists from tapping into our social media networks.
Wallace says the reasons why the FBI is warning military to wipe out their social media accounts is simple.
These are terrorist tactics, and terrorist tactics is to instill terror.
He tells me social media plays a huge role in not just the hands of terrorists, but also for the U.S. Wallace goes through the series of events the world has seen as far as the beheadings of Americans. He says they could have been driven by social media. He says the U.S. is being proactive about the social media issue, and there is only a small threat to U.S. military. Wallace says people shouldn't be so fearful for their lives that they have to get rid of social media. He says they are just trying to scare Americans.
That's what ISIS is trying to do. And to the extent that we forbid social media, for example, I think they're winning.
In saying that, Wallace wouldn't forbid the use of social media. He would only encourage intelligent use of it.
Wallace says people who are family or friends with those overseas can still communicate with them via social media. He says some people will change their names on Facebook or Twitter just to keep them safe. Live in the newsroom, Ashley Strohmeyer, ABC 17 News.
Thank you, Ashley. Now, the Pentagon is also warning its employees to remove identifiable logos and anything else that could link them to the Defense Department. They say the potential terrorist attacks could strike on those workers and their families.
News around Missouri.